Yellow duckies, and welcome back to Queen's Wish. My name's Viola. Where we last left, we had just come through Smoky Peaks, and we are now actually in the Rebel Owen area. Let's see what these guys have to say. This is a dangerous region to make a living as a merchant. This trader, accompanied by guards, is sitting at the far edge of a scorched stretch of ground. People on the road, in the wastelands of the Vol, are always polite to each other. It's too dangerous to be otherwise. They invite you to sit with them. Sure, let's accept. You sit by the fire, and they share their tea and humble meal with you. They trade gossip and tales of the road with you. However, they're nervous. They must suspect who you are. They have large piles of supplies by their wagons nearby. Can I buy your wares? Let's see what they have. It's not any better than what she's got. It's quite a bit better than what she's got. Can we afford it? Yeah, we can afford that. Okay. And let's see, they got 3 wood. We actually need more wood, so let's go ahead and get those. Don't think we need more stone yet. Sell something, and we will sell her old orb and get 30 gold back. Can you even use that? Oh wait, yeah, that was his orb. So I'll sell that as well. Oh yeah, we have, okay, we're gonna sell this one, and that. Okay. Alright. Now, the bigger question, of course, is if we want to continue on south, or if we want to detour up to the Aria Woods, because we are in desperate need of more quicksilver. So I think we may actually start that area today. So let's head up to Fort Haven first of all. And we will heal up, because we never know what's going to happen. And let's actually go in here and see if there's anything that needs our attention right now. Okay, it doesn't look like Miranda has anything, but we have a message from somebody coming in from Haven. Let's see. Hello? Hello? A woman is calling through the portal. You lean close and shout that you're there. Eventually the voice becomes clearer. It's Delia! My sister, Viola, are you there? I have heard news. You've gotten farther into the Vol. I'll be brief. Our general sent word that the Vol is torn up by civil war. There is a rebellion. That is true. Good, good. It seems like a very straightforward and easy to handle situation. Let's see, straightforward how, but the Vol was very divided. But the Vol is very divided, lots of violence. And they will be desperate for the violence to end. When the people realize that anarchy is ending, they will welcome us with open arms. All we need to do is pick the winner. Of course, when choosing what side to win, there is a precedent. What is the precedent? The Masha have paid us very, very well for our support. It is easy to keep them in power, and their payments are generous. Our mother has always favored the Masha. I'm sure she would like it if you did the same. Sister, you're always kind. How could you support the Masha? She snips. Of course I'm kind. Kind to family. Kind to Haven. And those are the same thing. I need you back here eventually, so remember who you are loyal to. Help Haven and get home. I will decide soon. Good. I miss you, sister. Do it as best. Help your mother. Then return. Then her voice fades out. Why is she so desperate to have me home? I mean, for the longest time, she didn't even talk to me. Doesn't make all that much sense. Alright. So, let's see. This is the Ariel thicket. Okay, here we go. New land. Why is there a path that leads into nothing? Okay. The thorny, nightmarish thicket blocking off the Aria Woods has a gap here. This was a trading post and customs stations where people trying to enter Ariel lands could be questioned. A gravel road stretches north into their thick woods. When you approach, you see a heartening sight. Haven soldiers. The East Battalion has come here from the Haven docks and set up camp. Some warriors are tending to their weapons, others are chopping at the thicket, which is constantly, slowly, growing into their base. There is an old slumped Ariel hall to the west. Haven soldiers guard the door. This must be where the battalion headquarters is. Okay, so this is... Ooh! Chest! Wood! Yay! That might be the other resource that we get from here is wood. If it's constantly growing back, that would make sense. You get a better look at the enchanted Ariel thicket surrounding your camp. A massive wall of grey thorny vines blocks the road to the north. A slightly sparser wall blocks the path to the west. The Ariel want to keep you out. Several mages are standing by the wall of thorns having an intense conversation. They are confident that they can blast their way through. They just don't want to cause a fire or other disaster while doing it. Alright, let's go to the headquarters and talk to whoever's in there. Let's see. General Toro. The general of this battalion is sitting at the end of the table, working efficiently through piles of maps and ledgers. He's the sort of grey functionary you have seen by the thousands parading through your mother's throne room. You played countless pranks on them as a child. Now you have to deal with one. He kneels. Then he rises and says, "I am General Toru of the 3rd Army 5th Battalion." His voice is flat and clinical. "Welcome, Princess. I have a report for you." "I will accept your report." "Of course, Princess. I have been pained by my lack of a superior to report to. Our battalion, now called the East Battalion, has firmly established this camp, and we have had no battles. Taking no casualties, our supplies are good. However, we have not been able to enter the Aria Woods. We hope for guidance and assistance." You want guidance and assistance from me. "When sent here, I was given both orders and limits. I can only send soldiers and resources into the Aria Woods under certain circumstances. The first entry, for example, must be made by you. Until you have opened the way, I can only look after my battalion and prepare." Why is a general in charge of a mere battalion? Because this is a very important battalion and a very important job. I was personally selected for this job. It is a great honor. Don't worry, my warriors will fight with the ferocity of a full army. I want to know more about these words. Of course, I was sent to advise above all else. The main authority is you. I will never question it. As much as he might want to. I await any request you have. Tell me about yourself, General. I have served Haven's army for some time. His voice is so flat, uninterested. He is the opposite of Sutter in every way. The most important officers of the Haven army are usually more dashing. I was selected for my discipline and for my earlier experience in the Aria Woods. I am ready to obey your orders if I am allowed to do so. You have served here before. I was stationed in the Ariel Woods when the calamity happened. When the dread Queen Sharon was forced to withdraw our armies, I went with. Dread Queen Sharon? Been on many campaigns? I have long ago lost track. There's always a vassal that must be helped or punished. You wait for some sort of interminable war story. The generals are usually full of them. Toro says no more. Will you take my orders? Of course. The one who selected me told me to direct and aid you with one limit. My soldiers can't enter the Ariel Woods in force until we have an ally there. Someone who can help. In return for them obeying their contract with Haven. I was honored to be chosen. Who selected you to come here? Your older sister, Princess Delia. She gave the orders personally, in her chambers, about 6 months ago. It was a great honor. 6 months? And Delia kept this secret from you all that time? Delia picked you personally. I am experienced and disciplined. Why do you think she picked you? Because I know the Ariel. They are frivolous and mercurial people. I have dealt with them. I know how to look past their nonsense and not be distracted by it. Another question. I want to know more about the Ariel. They are strange and erratic people. A lot of strange beliefs, uncontrolled magic, all manner of nonsense. I've dealt with them before. They have an unusual tiered society. What are the tiers of their society? They are the blessed. They are the ones who drink. There are the blessed. They are the ones who drink elixir, a potion made from quicksilver. It tints their skin and hair, makes them live longer, and drives them mad. They think this makes them better. Then there is everyone else, the poor and the normal people. They live in what the blessed call trench towns. Toru shakes his head. Even among vassals, they are unusual. What makes you so suitable to deal with them? Because the Ariel are surrounded by mist and confusion, whimsy and distraction. They tend to make it difficult to focus. I prevail by never forgetting the most important thing. And what is the most important thing? Don't pay attention to their nonsense. Remember your goal. Strike. They will crumble like anyone else. For more, talk to Sage Malta. She's a student of their ways. I'm just an old soldier. What is your battalion doing right now? Waiting. We can't proceed until the way to the Ariel Woods is open. However, Princess Delia told me that the first contact must be made by you. She also told me that I should give you advice. Alright, I'll take your advice. I made sure attempting to clear a path into the Ariel's enchanted woods. Once you can enter, you should clear a path through the thicket. This will be an excellent opportunity to become familiar with the strange, frivolous magic of the Ariel. Why is this thicket here? The Ariel woods are crisscrossed by such thickets. Their woods are one of the most important parts of their defenses. Are any Ariel in this thicket? I don't believe so. The border was abandoned when we arrived. Once the Haven army was gone, they stopped placing soldiers at the border. such unfocused, frivolous people. Isn't there a road through? There is. The Ariel had some trade with the Yucat and Vol. It passed through here. Their enchanted trees overgrew the road as soon as my East Battalion arrived. Most irritating. That is all, General. We will return to our work. And I'm guessing this is most likely... Yep, the treaty. Haven declares that the Ariel are a full vessel with all protections included. In return, Ariel grant Haven full movement in their territory and full consultation on any political matters. Land for 2 forts will be provided for Haven, and the Ariel will protect the security of these lands. The Ariel will guarantee that Haven receives full priority in trade of potions, which provide an advantage in battle. The Ariel will provide envoys to Haven, whose brains are untouched by the effects of elixir. No trade in elixir will take place outside of the Aria Woods. Okay, that I at least agree on. I don't think that elixir should really be out among the people. Margaret Martin. The kitchen for the battalion is a tornado of noisy energy, and your soldiers gobbling their food, shouting at each other, and plan the glorious campaigns to come. The eye of the tornado is an elderly woman with a broad grin and limitless energy. She cooks food, serves it, banters, and acts as a quartermaster at the same time. When you enter, the whole place gets eerily quiet. The soldiers are nervous. Then the woman cries, "Welcome, Princess. I am Margaret Martin. I'm the battalion's mother, and we are ready to serve." They all cheer and return to their business. How did you come to be here? She brushes back her gray hair. I volunteered. I heard rumor back home that Haven was to return to Sacramento. I left my family and argued until General Toro brought me along. Family history? My grandfather served in Sacramento. He was here when the Ariel became a proper vessel. He was old when the calamity happened, and our leaving broke his heart. I'm here in his memory. Who did you leave behind? 5 children, quite an assortment of grandchildren. I'm sure they miss me, and I know I miss them. Still, I have to teach them by example. That's why I'm here, for Haven. What drove you to come here? Some of the soldiers laugh when they hear this. To serve Haven, and I confess for the adventure. I served in a few vessels when I was young, before I married. I always wanted to return to this life, and you aren't afraid. No, Haven soldiers are the best anywhere. There's no force in this continent that can stand to face a full prepared Haven force, let alone our East Battalion. What services do you offer? I am the cook and quartermaster. Too much work, but it's what we are stuck with. I make do, supplies and food. That's what I offer. I could use some supplies. She thinks, I'm not sure I have anything suitable for a princess. Give me some time to look around. Why don't you go find a way through this accursed thicket? I could use a hot meal. Margaret serves you up stew and bread. A bit humble for you, sure, but it's what we have. It's flavorful and delicious. Need something else. You are the mother here. Yes, I feed them, clothe them, advise them. I guess I'm a mother whether home or abroad. Since I'm the quartermaster, I might have some advice for you too. Ways to get us the supplies we need. What sort of advice do you have? We have some supplies, but not enough. We need more. However, we can't send soldiers into the Ariel to get it. Queen's orders. You, on the other hand, she pauses to give a soldier some arrows. There's an old cache of valuable cinnabar nearby. Our records say Haven bought it, but never collected it. If you could make sure it's there and unguarded, we could collect it.